A very warm good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, as we all know that we are proceeding with the chapter tissue, and in that we have finished the part 1, that is plant tissue. I hope so that you all have understood it. Okay, today I would like to start with its second part, that is animal tissue. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Dear students, he says that when a person responds to the joys and sorrows of others as if they were his own, he has attained the highest state of spiritual union. Dear students, we live for an age of 75 years, we work for ourselves, and we call it life. That is not a life. Okay, life is that when we go out, we seek for the people who need our help, okay, and we try to heal their wound and try to bring a big smile on their faces. It is that point of your life that you survived, that you lived, okay, and at that time you will feel that the purpose of your life has been achieved. Okay, so dear students, I hope so that you have got what I want to make you explain. So with this beautiful thought, I would like to start with my today's topic, that is animal tissue. So dear students, this is your animal tissue. Okay, and on the basis of its function, animal tissues are of four types, that is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. Clear? And further it have different types. Okay, that is epithelial have following parts, connective also, muscular also, and nervous doesn't have any part. Okay, today I'll start with the introduction of the animal tissue, and little bit I'll explain you about epithelial tissue. Okay, so that you must not feel burden. Students, when we breathe, we can actually feel the movement of our chest. Yes or no? Just try to breathe. Your chest is moving or not? Okay. How do these body parts move? Anyone can answer me? Dear students, for this we have specialized cell. Okay. And the name of that cell is muscle cells. Clear? As you can see in this picture, the contraction and relaxation of these cells result in movement. Okay, dear students, what happened, that is during breathing we inhale oxygen, that we all know. Yes or no? Yes. Where does this oxygen go? Anyone can answer me? Yes, it is absorbed in the lungs. Okay, and then it is transported to all the body cells through blood. Why would cell need oxygen? Anyone can answer? I'll repeat my question, that why would cell need oxygen? Dear students, the function of mitochondria we studied earlier, and that provide a clue to this question. Okay, just try to find it. No? Okay, I'll help you in this. Okay, dear students, as we know that what happened, mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why? Because it produces ATP. And from where this ATP has been produced? This ATP has been produced by the oxidation of your food. Okay, oxidation of food means breakdown of food in the presence of oxygen. If oxygen would be there, okay, then only your food will oxidized, it will break, okay, to release energy. That is why our body need oxygen. Clear to all? Okay, dear students, blood flows and carries various substances from one part of the body to the other. Okay, I can say that that blood is the vehicle of your body. Okay, blood is considering as a vehicle of your body which can transport different material from one part of the body to the other part of the body. For example, it carries oxygen. It carries oxygen and food to all cells. Okay, it also carries waste from all parts of the body and carries them to where? To liver. Okay, and then also to your kidneys. Okay, and there it dispose. Okay, after that, students, blood and muscles are both the example of tissue. See here, blood is also a kind of tissue. Okay, we will study with the passage of time that it will come under which type of tissue. Okay, we have studied that there are 4 type of tissue, that is epithelial, okay, and then connective, and then muscular, and then nervous. Okay, now we need to know that blood come under which type of tissue. Okay, try to find the answer. Okay, the student, on the basis of the function, they perform different functions. Okay, and we can think different type of animal tissues are there. Okay, I've told you the name: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. And okay, let me tell you the answer. Okay, dear students, blood is a type of connective tissue. Okay, it is a type of connective tissue, and muscles are the type of muscular tissue that we know. Okay, but your blood is a type of your connective tissue. So I hope so that you have came to know that what we will study under this type of tissue. Okay, so my first type of tissue is epithelial tissue. Dear students, these are types of your epithelial tissue. Okay, they cover or protect tissue that is separated from the underlying tissues by fibrous membranous. Okay, hence always grow on other tissue. The main function of this is what? They grow on other and it provide protection. It is of 2 type. It can be simple or it can be stratified. Okay, as you can see in this. Okay, it can be simple or it can be stratified. What does it mean? Simple epithelium means when it is made up of single layer, and stratified means when it is made up of many cell layer. Understood? Main characteristic of epithelial tissue is that they are tightly packed. They are tightly packed cells to form a continuous sheet, and there is no intercellular spaces. Okay, there is no intercellular spaces. Understood? Student, these epithelial tissues are present in your skin. Okay, the skin is made up of your epithelial tissue. It is also present in the lining of mouth. It is present in blood vessel. It is present in alveoli, and it is present in your kidney tubule. Okay, you need to learn that where your epithelial tissue is present. It is present in your skin, lining of mouth, blood vessel, alveoli, and kidney tubules. Clear? It covers the organs and cavities inside the body and separate different system from each other. Okay, through this only your digestive system is separate from your respiratory system. Okay, as it forms the outer layer of the skin, thus I can say that it protect the body from drying, injury, and infection. Clear to all? You need to remember one thing is that as whatever that enters the body or leaves the body must cross at least one layer of the epithelium, that is your squamous epithelium. Okay, because it is permeable, okay, and it is important for the exchange of substances. Okay, why student? Because it is single layer, it is single. So dear students, now I would like to explain you about types of epithelial tissue. Okay, these are your different epithelia which shows different structure as they perform different function. Okay, so first it is your squamous epithelium. First it is your squamous epithelium. Student, as you can see in this diagram, that these are thin, okay, these are thin, flat, irregular cells. These are irregular cells which fit like floor tiles to form delicate lining called pavement epithelium. Okay, and in this nucleus is present at the center. Okay, now next, where it is located? It is located in your oesophagus. Okay, we are studying about squamous epithelium. It is present in your oesophagus, also known as food pipe. Okay, second, it is present in your lining of mouth. Okay, third, it is present in your alveoli of the lungs. Okay, and then lastly it is present in your blood vessel. You need to learn this. Okay, it comes in your competitive. Okay, that where your squamous epithelium is present. It is present in your oesophagus, lining of your mouth, then alveoli of the lungs, and lastly in your blood vessel. Now anyone can tell me that what is the function of your squamous epithelium? The students, as we know that it is single layer, so it protect the underlying tissue from injury. Okay, injury or germs. It leads to the exchange of gases. It leads to the exchange of gases. Why, dear student? Because it is very thin and flat like structure. Okay, so exchange of gases can easily take place in lungs, okay, and material between cells and the blood. Okay, so here I have finished with my squamous epithelium. Second, I would like to take my striated squamous epithelium. Okay, this is, I have told you what is striated squamous epithelium. Okay, these are those cells which are arranged in many layers, as you can see in this. Okay, both are squamous, but one is simple and other is stratified. It is made up of single layer, whereas it is made up of many layers. Okay, that is what is known as stratified, means various stratas, various layers are there. Okay, and it prevent wear and tear of the body parts. Second, where it is present? It is present in your skin. Okay, squamous is also present, and your striated squamous epithelium is also present in your skin. It is also present in your tongue, okay, and oesophagus lining of your mouth. Okay, along with simple squamous epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium is also present in your skin, okay, tongue, and oesophagus lining of the mouth. Okay, so what is its function now? The function of your stratified squamous is that it provides protection and prevent wear and tear of the body parts. Okay, I hope so that the things are clear to you. Okay, next type of epithelium is your cuboidal epithelium. The students, as we can see that it is cuboidal in its shape, like this it is in cube shape. Okay, thus its name is cuboidal epithelium. Okay, it is it have a round nucleus which is present at its center. Okay, and it is located in your kidney tubule and duct of your salivary glands. Okay, salivary gland is present in your mouth, which leads to the secretion of saliva. Dear students, about these terms, okay, you will study in your 10th standard. Okay, saliva. What is saliva? When you see any delicious food, saliva comes. Okay, so it is secreted from your salivary gland. Okay, what is its function? Okay, what is its function, students? It give mechanical support. Okay, at times the epithelial tissue folds, it form a gland that secretes substance, and such epithelium is known as glandular epithelium. Okay, just student, please try to understand. Okay, watch this PowerPoint presentation again, because many terms are there that I know you are listening for the very first time. Okay, and last is your columnar epithelium. Last is your columnar epithelium. This is okay. So students, these cells are more tall, as you can see. Okay, and less wide. They are pillar like, I can say. Okay, they are placed side by side, and nucleus is situated near the base. Okay, like this is your columnar epithelium, and nucleus is present at the base. Okay, and where it is present? It is present in the inner lining of your intestine. Okay, in your respiratory tract. Okay, these also have cilia. What is cilia? These are hair like structure. Okay, and the function of this cilia is that it move and push the mucus to clear it. Such epithelium is called ciliated columnar epithelium. Okay, ciliated are like your hair which is present in your nose. And what is the function of that, those hairs? The function of those hairs is to prevent the entry of any microorganism or dust into your lungs. Okay, and the function of your columnar epithelium is what? It help in absorption. Okay, it help in absorption, secretion, and excretion. Okay, so students, with this I have finished one type of epithelial tissue, that is squamous epithelium. Okay, student, what we have studied in this? We have studied that on the basis of the number of layer, it is of two type, that is simple and stratified. Okay, as you can see in this picture also, see here, it is made up of single layer. Okay, it is made up of single layer, and it is made up of many layer. Okay, second, we have studied that on the basis of its shape. Okay, it is of three types, that is squamous epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, and columnar epithelium. Clear? And if we will see its structure, see here how your simple squamous looks, how your stratified squamous look, many layers are there. Okay, then cuboidal epithelium, it have cube like structure, and last, okay, columnar, it have pillar like structure. Okay, and then we have studied that where these type of tissues are present. Okay, you need to learn. I will send you, okay, one chart also. Please try to write these now only. Okay, so that the things must be clear in your mind. Okay, so that's all from my side, and please complete your work, send your work to me on time, and for any query please to call me. Thank you and have a nice day.